Oh, hello, I am live. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I ran upstairs to get a sweater because I'm freezing. It's cold down here. So my studio is in our basement, which is lovely because I basically own the whole basement, which I love. Um, but this time of year, the furnace doesn't kick in as much. So this is when the basement is actually the coolest, is in the spring and then in the fall. So it was like, I need my sweater. So I ran upstairs to get my sweater. Hello, and my name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and I'm excited that you're here. If you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love to help you with your Stampin' Up needs. If you do have one, that's great. Keep shopping with your demonstrator. But please keep joining me because I love that. I've got a little bit of news that I want to share with you first. And please say hello. And if you share my post, let me know. I will enter your name for a draw. Do I have myself on silence, or not silence, but focus? Hi, Jean. Welcome here. Oh, and you shared. Thank you. I will get your name down. Let me just change the view. So here we go. My lovely Jean, we just chatted on the phone, so now it's nice to see you here. My paper share. I do a paper share every time there is new, beautiful DSP to share. If you are interested in that, please let me know. If you purchased all of the design papers, hello from Connecticut, Carol, welcome here. If you purchased all of the design papers, it would cost you a little over $290. If you want a taste of it all, you can get that for only $75. So what that is I will cut a 12 by 12 into 6 by 12. You'll get one of those, and you'll get one of each of the 6 by 6. So at the end of it all, what you end up with is 60 sheets of 12 by 6 and 34 sheets of 6 by 6, and all of that for only $75. So if you are interested in that, please let me know. And I'm also going to be doing a ribbon share. So if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator, you should have the catalog. If not, it's coming soon. And in there's all of the new ribbons. That's what I'm going to put together for my ribbon share. So if you are interested in that, it is coming. Okay, so that's my paper share. April tutorial bundle. It does not matter. What was I going to say? April tutorial bundle. If you, sorry, I'm half asleep here. I fell asleep at 3 a.m. this morning. If you place a $65 merchandise order with me, I will send you the April tutorial bundle. Or if you are just interested in receiving the bundle without shopping, send me $25 via e-transfer and let me know that you're interested in the April 2023 bundle, and I will send that to you. This is our largest bundle yet. What a great value for your money. 52 projects, 52. So this is the biggest one yet. So that is the bundle. And then just the online exclusives. Do not forget about the online exclusives. They are wonderful. Let me do a little bit of bragging here. It was my birthday last week. And hello, Darlene, and hello, Barb. Yes, I'm having a good day. So last week was my birthday. The other day was my girlfriend Lucy's birthday, and a few days before that was my girlfriend Darlene's birthday. Happy birthday again, Darlene. This beautiful card came from my grandson Isaac. I hope you have a great day. So Isaac loves to stamp with me, and I had no idea who he was making this for, but it was for me. And this was from Katie. KT. She calls me Jima. And what is in here? So she made this also when she was over. They love to stamp with me, and it's so fun. It just makes my heart happy. And they know all the lingo. Can somebody pass me the Stamparatus and all of that? This was from Austin. So he did some art for me. This polka dot, beauty polka dot, was also from Isaac. So he wanted to give me 2 cards. And yes, I turned 65. And this came from, he did not sign it. I hope you have a great home day, birthday, fun day, great day. This was probably from Lucas. This came from my girlfriend, Darlene, or my girlfriend, Lucy. Sorry, Dar. So this is one of those seagull cards. It's not sitting properly here. It goes like this. Okay. And then when you open it, it stands like that. She put the message here. And so a beautiful, beautiful card. This came in the mail from Carol. Carol, I love my card. This is so gorgeous. Look at this. Look at how this opens. Are you guys ready? Look at this. Carol, I need the tutorial for this. How fun is that? Thank you. I was thrilled when I saw that. Oh, I got so many beautiful birthday cards, and I showed you some last week. This came from Sherry, who is often here, and she sent me a little moisturizer thing, and this little birthday hat just swings around. So cute. And thank you. I enjoy having you here. Gail, welcome here. And here is from my girlfriend, Susan. Holy guacamole, it's your birthday. So cute. Look at that. A paper hug from me. I love it. I love it. And here is not a birthday card, but look what I have. And that's all I'm allowed to show you. Just the cover. Just the cover. Let me tuck that away. All of those birthday cards, I need to file them. So I'm not allowed to show you anything inside, but I like to just do that. Okay, let's get on to today's card. I think it's, oh, okay, yeah. I will look her up. You know what? I think, I can't remember if I showed you this before. One of my little life hacks. This can click anywhere you want. I bought this at Superstore here in Winnipeg. It swivels, so you can position it any way you like. And what I like to put in there is removable tape, okay? I prefer this to Post-it note tape, and I got that at Staples. So that's what I use for my cut and emboss machine. Okay, let's get on to today's card. Is it a surprise card, or am I showing you? And Gail, it's been a while since you've been here, but if you share, I will enter your name. Can I show it closer? This, maybe, is that what you're asking for? So it clips. It clips on the desk. So I got this at Superstore, and it swivels. I think that's what you're asking. I think. Let me know, Carol. And I got that in the like the office supply aisle at Superstore. I love it. So I just like, I've got a station over there with my cut and emboss machine, but I move it around as needed. Oh, show the card. Yes, show the card. Okay. Here's the card that we are creating today. Who is playing along with that sketch? Okay, so I also entered this, and you'll see it on my blog post. So I entered this into 3 different challenges. One was to use pastels and a gray. And one was to follow the sketch. And the other one was just specific colors. I got that totally confused. But anyway, I'm living on next to no sleep. How can you tell? Oh my goodness, Darlene, thank you so much for sharing. Let's get on to the card. And sadly, pretty much everything that I used is retiring. So you do have until the end of this month to grab something if you see something that you like, okay, that I am presenting, okay? I will keep you posted on that. This I am so sad about. The organic beauty dyes, okay? This comes with it. I've already die cut these kind of leaf effects, and I'll show you that a little bit later. But I want to show you how I mount this, okay? So when you do mount it, or when you do cut it, this is what you get. And all of these little diamonds, if you're crazy, like I am, you could save them, and you could do something funky like this on a card, kind of arrows from the cutouts of that, or you could do something beautiful like this. If you took 5 of those, you could create a flower. I don't know if you can see that, but you can do that with the pop outs that come from this die. Now, because it is so fine, you always, always, always want to remember to use your adhesive sheets. So if you do own this, don't get rid of it. I'm not getting rid of mine. That is for sure. Here is how I mount my adhesive sheet. Okay, now the Stampin' Up! Adhesive sheet does come a little bit different now because it's not a Sizzix product. But when they said that they weren't selling them, and because I use them so much, I bought enough for a year. So you're just going to get your corner started. And the color today that you're looking at comes to you by, and now I forget it. I had it on the tip of my tongue a minute ago. This color is, I'm cheating, Pale Papaya. So the little banner, that's Pale Papaya. So this is what I like to do. I get a little corner started, okay, and I want to mount it onto this basic white. And this measures actually 4 1/8 by 5 and about 5/8, okay, because that is the size of the die. So this corner has been lifted. And let me show you a little trick. This I got from my girlfriend Darlene, and there are other pieces that go with it. If you want perfect mounting, this goes with it, and it will help you to perfectly mount. But you know what? Sometimes you don't even need that, but I want to perfectly mount this. So that's going to go in that very corner. This corner is lifted, and if I put this down on my basic white and I make sure that this stays lifted, so now I know that I'm perfectly placed. I'm going to give a little press. I have a feeling that I am the right size. Okay, here we go. So I just take off I take out my platform, I tuck it in nice and tight, I press down where I have already lifted my adhesive sheet, and then when I tear the rest of it off, I've got perfect placement. So I love my platform. So it does more than just help you mount squarely. We're going to get our cut and emboss machine, And you can see I've got little, or no, you can't see, but I have little pieces of my tear and tape everywhere. I want my basic white at the top, and I am going to mount, I'm just looking for perfect placement here. I'm going to mount that and tape it down. I don't want it going anywhere. And we are good to go. Let's run that through. Sherry, welcome here. I just bragged on your card. Thank you for that, my dear. I meant to send you a message, and it's just been a really busy week. I had doctor appointments and such with my mom. Sorry for that. And yeah, so it's been a busy week. Let's get that out of the way. And thank you again for sharing. Yeah, I love that. I love that platform, Darlene. So it works for more than just using it for perfect placement. And I'm going to use it again. So I'm just removing all of my tape. And then there's all of those little triangles. And so if you wanted to, you could just hang on to them or throw them away. We've got little diamonds, or yeah, diamonds and triangles, I guess. Take them all off. And what we're going to do, I'm going to create this card a little bit different. Floating gatefold pop-up. Carol, thank you. It was so gorgeous. And that one, I should have maybe ran it through twice. Every now and then I have one that decides it doesn't want to come out. And that one, give it a little tug. There we go. So now I'm so sad that this is leaving. And I realize I haven't played with it enough. Am I the only one that does that? Something's retiring and all of a sudden it's like, oh, let's play with that. And then you realize how much you don't want it to retire. We're going to tuck this away. Here is what we just cut out, and I've got my my adhesive on the back. And now what I want to do is let's use our blender brush and let's just do some funky things with this before we use it. So I'm going to, I get to use it twofold. I'm going to take out my removable tape and just put a little smidge on the back of this because I don't want this going away. We're going to just put that down and we're going to hold it. And it's a little bit bigger than what I need, which is totally fine. Let's grab our little mini brushes, which I love. And I've got Pale Papaya, which is retiring, and Petal Pink. So those were the two pastels that I chose to go with my challenge, and I did not want to use my adhesive sheet. My tape is still back there. I want to use that. Okay, let's get some blending done. And I'm not worried about anything perfect. What I'm trying to do now is I just want to take some of the starkness away from, let's get into camera here. I want to take some of the starkness away from this, but at the same time, why don't we get another panel ready for another card? Okay, so that is the Pale Papaya, and let's grab some Petal Pink, which is not retiring. This is going through. and I am not concerned about the same depth of color or anything like that. So now we've got the starkness taken off of what we just ran through the embossing folder using that lovely die. And now I also have a background ready for another card. So it's kind of like a twofer. But what I want to do is I want to play with this one, okay? So we're going to take our platform out once again. And do I want that directly on my card? Or I'm going to go this way. So I want perfect placement again. So I'm going to take my platform out. And you're going to see how this platform just helps me so much. So the same idea. This is just how I've always liked to use my my adhesive sheet. I start some of it. I don't do all of it because on purpose, I want to leave some that has not been lifted, because then when I put it down on my cardstock, this is not adhered yet. Okay, am I making sense? So if I hold that down and my platform is helping me with perfect placement, and then if I give this a press, now on this side here, it's adhered. So if I lift this, I can continue removing the rest of it. Okay? Like so. And because this is so fine, sometimes it tears, like right there in the center, but this is still attached. Let's see if I can get it to go. No. So we're just going to peel that back. I'm not touching anything back there. Let's grab our take your pick and let's see if I can lift these guys. Bye-bye and bye-bye. Okay, so if I go back on my platform, I've got perfect placement. Now my pale papaya was a little bit smaller than this, so that's where I went wrong with that. We can also add a little bit of depth to the pale papaya cardstock back there. Let's just grab some color and let's just get a little bit of depth onto the cardstock. Not super necessary, but just to change it up a little bit. Okay, so there we go. We are now going to put that on our card base, and I'm going to show you how my cat works for this. I have a 1/8, and I'm pretty sure that is the one I want. Yes, so I place my card base in the platform. I put my 1/8 marker down. Now when this goes down on there, am I doing this the right way? I am not, because that was not right in. Let's give this another go. I did not have that straight in. Okay, so you want to put your card base straight down. Then you want your 1/8 measurer. And then when I put this down on here, when I lift this, you will see how I've got perfect placement and I'm square. Okay, so let's do that. Card base, measurer, Tombow, and see this here? That was my bad. My petal pink was not the right size. So I want to make sure that my card base is right in the corner, and I make sure that my panel is right in the corner. Drum roll, please. And there you go. Perfect placement. Okay, so it's square. I'm not worried about it not being square. So your card base directly into the center, or in like against your, Denise, stop talking. Wow. Okay, so there we go. Let's get our flowers. Oh, and I meant to do this ahead of time. So the medium daisy punch is also retiring. Super sad about that. I was sad when the big guy went. Let's get some of our daisies down. So we've got pale papaya, which is right here, and petal pink. So all I like to do is a little dot, and let's find a friend for that. And I just off center, so now I've got a full bloom. I love the cat, Gail. I love the cat. And Darlene is here, so she can hook you up. And we're going to put another dot in the center of our flower. And I don't have another pale papaya. So you know what? Let's just grab. So now I've got two colors in that one. And you can do that. You can also sponge these flowers to give them a little bit of depth, which I did not do. That's a lot of glue. So you know what? Why don't we just kiss that a little bit and get some glue on there and do two of them. I was starting to say something and I don't remember now what it was. I love my cat. And there's also an add-on. So the cat, the platform comes with a 1/8 inch, but then it also comes with a 1/4, a 3/8, and a 1/2 inch. So depending on the size of your panels, you would just use your cat according to that. Okay. There's an add-on that also comes with 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and a 1 inch. Okay. I love this daisy, Linda. And one last one. I actually use, there's a right side and a wrong side when you punch, ladies. I don't know if you realize that. But there is. I also use my cat a lot when I'm making albums. Okay, let's see what happens if we, and let's not do it on our silicone mat. Let's see. I didn't do this last time, so I'm just wondering what it would look like if we added, I just stuck my finger in there, a little bit of shading on the daisies. Let's do it this way to give the daisies a little bit, because flowers are never, you know, solidly one color. This is just very slight. You can almost not see it. And our multicolored flower. We are going to grab our bone folder. And it's right there. And what you want to do is you want to break up the fibers, kind of like when you do this with ribbon. You're just doing the same idea. You want to be careful that you don't rip your petals off. Thanks, Darlene. I like the shading too. I did not do it on my original card, and I'm glad I did. It turned out really cute. I don't need all of these flowers, but you know what? If I have time, I'll put together another card because there's something else that I want to show you. And so I hope I cut enough flowers, but that's okay. I've got everything that I need if I need a little bit more. Get those nice and curled. And then, of course, when you adhere these flowers, you want to use a dimensional on your card because it's just going to give it a little bit of depth as well. So there's our card. And if we did 3 little flowers, I'm just dreaming out loud here. I've got thanks cut, which is what I did on my first one. That's kind of cute. That is kind of cute. I love it. Should I sponge the thanks a little bit just to mute that down? What are you thinking? I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals behind those flowers. And where are they? Dimensionals. Right there. So let me know if I should mute that thanks a little bit with our blender brush, with our little mini blender brush. So again, I apologize. Everything here is retiring. So if there is something that grabs your eye, please let me know. I am placing an order and I can get that for you. If you live out of town, you can just personal message me and I will send you the host code. The pastel pearls, sadly, I wouldn't because it picks up the... Yeah, you know what? Good point. Very good point there, Gail. So let's go with the gray flower or the gray insert. Oh, you know what I should do? I took, now this was retired ages ago. This is a 1/4 inch punch. Let's do this. We're going to put a little dot. And Gail, good point. I will go with your advice. So we're going to grab a little dot of adhesive, or a little dot of Tombow, I mean. And Tombow is going up in price, ladies, so if you want to grab some Tombow now, I can add that to my order. Whoops. There we go. So now we've got our little gray center, but watch what happens when you add a gray pearl on top of that. Isn't that super sweet? I love it. I love it. Come on, little pearls. And we're going to put dimensionals behind our thanks because I want that to pop as well. Now, when I put the, whoops, I had one on here. When I put my basic white down on my colored cardstock, I also used my little trick, my little adhesive sheet trick. Now I want, because this is quite small, I want my minis even minier. So you know what? We're just going to go right through those. So cutting those 3 gives me 6 more of the real minis. Let's just lay those down. Like so. And for those that are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, sometimes it's, and this is just my little advice, sometimes we feel like it's cheaper to go to a big box store to purchase our adhesive. But here's the thing. You've just given that big box store your money for your adhesive when you could have put it on your order form, because as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you have a quota that you need to make. I'm just sort of eyeballing. I want a little bit of balance between here and here. And now I just feel like I need some bling. So let's grab. So if you purchased your adhesive on your demonstrator order or on a customer workshop order, you've now helped your quota, right? So you're getting your discount, plus you're helping to get to your quarterly quota. So at the end of the day, if you purchase your adhesive from dollar stores or big box stores, you're actually shooting yourself in the foot. Am I allowed to use that expression? That's just my pea brain. Champagne rhinestones. Let's say ugly cry, because these are going away and I love champagne rhinestones. Let's put one right there. So there is card number 2. Following kind of the same idea. Now, let's see, because we've got time. I'm going to keep these embellishments out because I'll probably play with them again. So that was the trick with this. Here's what we came up with. Now, I need to cut that down because I want that panel to be, where's my cutter? Where is it? There it is. I want that to be 4 and I'm going to go 4 by 5 1/4 on this. Okay. Card number 3. Now I want to, let's go here. And I do want to get it to 4, but I wanted to take a little bit off on this side. And now we'll take a little bit off on this side to get us to the 4. And it is sticking on here because I've got a little piece of that removable tape. So if I'm going 4, my panel's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm going to go 4 by 5 1/4 is there. So let's take a little bit off here. And then we're going to flip it around. And now we're going to get to our 5 1/4. And so now I don't have a border around here. It's just strictly what we sponged, right? Whoops. Ah! Smack my light. Okay. We're going to grab a piece of, no, I want that for there. So this is my pale papaya. And it's the same size. Okay, so this is 4 by 5 1/4, which means I want this even smaller because I want to mount that. So I'm going to go 5 by 3 3/4. So we've got 3 3/4 here by 5. And if I have time, I want to show you something again. Okay, let's get some Tombow back there. I just wanted to check my measurements. Just very soft cards, right? And I think I'm off on the sizes that I cut, but that's okay because it's a handmade card. Let's just use our wiggle room a little bit here. Okay, we're going to put that down on a card panel, but let's get some flowers on there. So this is just scrap from my scrap drawer. And let's get some pale papaya. We want different colored flowers in there. What are the chances of that flipping right back in there? Trash. Silicone mat, my fave. I'd be lost without this guy. And let's build our flowers. So a little dot, off center to create the fullness of a flower. I am going to miss the fact that this punch is live. Sometimes I wonder what Stampin' Up! Is doing when they retire certain things, and I'm like, what? Not that. And that was one of the things with this daisy punch. I'm like, not that. I love my daisy punch. And it makes me realize that I haven't used it enough. Okay, so let's get a little bit of color on there. I don't know if there's anything left on that brush. Quickly pick some color up just to give it, and then we're going to use our bone folder. So no rhyme or reason, nothing fancy. Let's break up those fibers and make these flowers a little more 3D. I'm not going to totally mount this one. Where is it? What was it that I was working on? Because I want to show you something else. We need 3 flowers because I want to do something, and you're going to be my guinea pigs. The Ladybug Punch stamp set continues. I know, right? I agree with you, Carol. What are they thinking? Because yes, the Ladybug Punch is going forward. What were we working on? Where did it go? I thought I had a panel. There it is, hiding. Okay, let's get these flowers mounted. Oh, that one is going this way. And so I'm not worried about which flower goes where. I just know that I don't want all the same color. Okay. I'm happy about the ladybug stamp, and you know, this is just a lesson learned for me where it's like, play with your toys, Denise. And that's the beauty of doing Facebook Lives. I've got the opportunity to play with my toys far more than just my in-home classes, which I love doing. And I also do them virtually. So there we've got our 3 flowers. I don't have a sentiment, but you know what? Let's get one. Let's get a nice, thin, long sentiment. Let's do a happy birthday. And this beautiful set is going bye-bye as well. Yikes, I don't have the right block for this, but let's see if I can still stamp this nicely. We're going to use our pale papaya because I want a little bit of a darker color. Let's ink that up, and down she goes. My block is pretty big for this. Hopefully I stamped it okay. All right, we're going to cut our edges like so. We're going to put dimensionals behind that. I like to close my stamp pads before I stick my finger in it. Not that I would ever do that. Not me. I've done it all, girls. I've done it all. Every faux pas. Okay, we're going to put our sentiment down right here. Let's get our bling on here. We're going to stick with this little, no, I want to put my little dots, my little gray dots. I just feel like it helps the pearls to pop even more. So if you put a little dot of adhesive in the center of your flower, like so, it's easier to put this down. I think I need new putty that way. Now we're going to do our little gray pearls. I love these guys. I'm always sad to see embellishments go. And of course we need rhinestones. I'm not going to mount this because I want to move on to another idea that I thought of this morning. And I don't know if it's going to work, but I want to try it. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it with you girls. So here's card number 3, kind of using the same product. Now here's what I was thinking just before my live, because I was, where did I put it? Where did I put it? I was tidying up upstairs in my kitchen. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Here's another little hack that I wanted to show you. I don't know if you can see that score mark. So this is a full 8.5 by 11, and I scored at 5.5. And now all I need to do, and I do this all the time. You know how I've got that bucket of card bases always on hand and always ready? When my basic white gets low, I will just score a full sheet. And so this I'm going to cut at 4 1/4. And now I've got 2 card bases, like right now. So I'll score a bunch of them at 5.5, and then cut that in half, and then I'll score a bunch of them at 4 1/4, and then cut those in half. So there's another little hack for you. So here's what I was thinking this morning. We're going to grab our pale papaya, or should I use, you know what? Let's grab petal pink. It's a little softer. I thought the white crinkle ribbon was on the retiring list, but I can't find it. It is already sold out. Probably, Barb. If it's not, if it tells you that it's unavailable, it's probably sold out. Okay, so we opened up our pale papaya. We are going to grab a little piece of basic white. Look at how I die cut that. You know where that came from? Sad to see this go. Blooming Happiness. So I used this die right here, and I also used that one. I'm so sad about so much of this. So we've got our pale papaya. We've got this little panel ready to go. Let's grab some saran, okay? I have not done this, so I do not know how this is going to turn out. So we're just inking up this saran, and then let's just place it down on here. Kind of interesting. Kind of. I don't like how it's empty right here. I've got a little bit of color there and a little bit here. That's better. Okay, now if we put down our flowers, so we're envisioning 3 flowers. We've got our panel. I don't know, kind of cute. What do you think? Can you sort of see what I'm looking at here? Do you see that? Flip it over if you don't like it. Well, exactly, Kathy. So there's always, you always have a second chance, right? And then you just wouldn't do it. This is kind of getting lost, like what I had cut with that die is sort of getting lost. But I'm just envisioning, let's break up these fibers. I'm not going to put this together because you know what? I've got one more that I want to show you. Oh my goodness, we're doing good. And then I'm going to do the draw. So here would be another card, kind of the same layout. And then you would have like your sentiment right here, right? So I don't mind that. And then once the embellishments are on, so I will finish that one up. And then if you go to my blog, you'll see what that one looks like. Okay, so here's the last one that I was hoping that I would get to. So this is the texture chic design paper. And I'm so sad about this. You could use this side or this side, but I wanted it to be, I wanted to get some of this gold happening here. Okay, so we're going to put that panel down. And I guess I could have taken out my cat to get perfect placement, but I didn't. And then let's just grab these flowers. Then we would grab these flowers on here. Isn't that stunning? I love it. I love it. And then where did that little strip go? And then this would be your card base, like so. And then your, where did it go? That little, there it is, your little sentiment right here. So that would be card number 4. Let me show you card number 5. I just had so many ideas ruminating. So this is that other die that is in the Blooming Happiness dies, and it's this one right here. So let's get our, so this is Petal Pink. Let's get our blending brush and let's just quiet some of this basic white down a little bit. And let's see if it really helps to pop that image. So I'm sort of staying in this area here, like so. And there's like little hearts in here. It's gorgeous. Why did I not play with this sooner? Then you're going to take your panel, pardon me, and put that down on your panel like so. Then you would take your flowers and you would throw your flowers down there, and then your sentiment. Or would you? Or would you? So you know what? If this card was going landscape, is what I would do. I would put that landscape because I don't want to cover too much of that. And then my sentiment would be down here. So that would be card number 5. So I will finish these cards up and you will find them on my blog. So if you go to Chez creations.blogspot.com, you will see the finished cards on there once I do my post. Give me a day or two to get that done. So that's sort of the same layout for 5 different cards using all of the same colors. So, and yes, you would definitely emboss on this one, Barb. You would definitely emboss your sentiment on gold, which is exactly what I was going to do. But I just wanted to blast through that so that I could show you 5 different cards not bad for 3 a.m. sleeping. There's also this little gem, which came out of, I'm not remembering what die set it came out of, but that would be cute on a card too, if you did this and your sentiment right, I have sticky fingers, right on top of it, like so. Am I making sense? See how cute that would be? But straight. So I'm going to do that. All right. Let's draw a name. Yes, thank you, Barb. It is the poppies dies, and they are on the table right in front of me. Thank you. Or are they? Yes, they are. Oh, and my thanks sentiment came from the amazing thanks. And this is retiring, sadly. So here's my thanks. And then here is that other panel that gives it that pop. So you've got thanks, you've got, what do we all have on here? Thanks, you are amazing. Okay, so that's what this set cuts out. So if you are interested in that, I don't know if it's still available, but that is also on the retiring list. And the painted labels die, there's what I used, was that little guy here. And this swirl was actually right behind here on my first card. Okay, so we've got lots of cards. So if you remember, all 5 of these is what we pulled off today. I will finish them when you win the draw. If you want one of the unfinished, don't worry. I will finish them. Okay, so here we go. Those that shared today were Barb, Jean. Thank you, Linda, so much. Darlene, Carol, Sherry, Linda, and Kathy. Did I miss anyone that has shared? Okay. Barb, Jean, Darlene, Carol, Sherry, Linda, and Kathy. Did I miss anyone? Because I'm going to go ahead. What a hot mess on my desktop. Oh, but it was so fun. I've never pulled off 5 cards in one live. I hope you enjoyed that. I sure did. I can't wait to finish these up now. Supper is just going to have to wait. Did I forget anyone? I don't think so. So we've got these 7 names, and let me pick a winner. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I don't know if that's going to be too noisy. That's why I did away with the basket, because I didn't like the crinkle crinkle sound. So we should have 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so there are the names. So I know you're watching me, and I'm not looking at what my hands are doing. And the winner for today, you're going to have to let me know which card, whether it's finished or not. I've got 1 name here, Kathy P. So Kathy, let me know which card you want, and I will be sure to finish it and send it off to you. Or if you're driving by, because Kathy is sort of a neighbor, just let me know which card you want. You know what? I threw these names out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the other names, you would love the Chic card. So this one here, the gold one, the gold is Kathy. Okay, so that's gone, and I will finish it, I promise. Let's draw another one. And again, I will finish them. And then and then I have to go because I really do need to get together. Okay, thanks, Kathy. So here we go, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And I have one, last one, drum roll. Who is it? Darlene. Which card would you like, Darlene? So again, I will finish them up. So we've got many cards. We've got the stenciled card. We have this, well, we've got A, B, C, D, or E. A, B, C, D, or E. And I will finish them. So Darlene, you let me know, and then I am going to scoot. A, B, C, D, E, C, A, B, C. This one. Okay. This one is tucked away. This is the one, Darlene. This one is tucked away for you, my friend. If that's the right one. Kathy, I will finish up your card. I have to run. I got to get things together here for our evening, and we will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless. Talk to you later. Bye now.